Hello my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So today's video, I want to do a chit chat. Get ready with me. It's been a minute since I did a sit down video, and I feel like before I get back into the groove of doing these, we need to chat, okay? We need to chat because we have to do a life update. So much has changed, so much has happened, and I have to fill you guys in before we move forward. I feel like it would just be fake of me to hop back into content, or at least like sit down content without catching y'all up. So in today's video, we're gonna do a life update. I'm gonna speak to you guys about different things, updates on my dating life, updates on adulthood, updates on home ownership, updates on everything, y'all. This video is gonna be long, so make sure you grab a snack, grab a bev, and come back and tune in because we're gonna be here for a while. Before we get started with today's video, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button down below and join the family. We are growing and glowing, and I would hate for you guys to miss it, so make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below with your thoughts, comments, questions, opinions after watching this entire video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I really wanted this video to be very informal. I just wanted to sit here and catch you guys up on what has been going on in this crazy life of mine. I just need to catch y'all up on what's been going on. So I'm gonna list all of the products I'm using down below in the description box because I really want to focus on what I'm saying. So if you guys want to know any of the products that we're gonna use to do my face, check the description box down below. I am getting ready for a mini content slash work day, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. Just a light speed using some new products, but either way, y'all, life has been crazy. So just to catch you guys up, the month of July was very hectic for me. I didn't really post much here on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure you guys noticed my absence and you guys missed me, hopefully. But I went to Chicago to celebrate my sister's 33rd birthday, and then afterwards I went to London with my friends on a trip. I did vlog in Chicago. I uploaded that vlog already, so I'll link it up above in the cards. And then in London, I didn't vlog because, yeah, my friends and I, we just be having a time. Yeah, we just be having a time. So, yeah, if you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. So I did not vlog my London trip, but I did share most of what we did on Instagram, and I do have some short form content that I'm gonna edit for you guys to put on TikTok as well as YouTube shorts, so you guys can see like places we went and things that we did. But I had so much fun traveling, and now I am back in Houston, and I may or may not be leaving again soon, but that's besides the point. So I've been busy traveling, that's where I've been, and I've been loving it. I've just been spending time with people who mean the most to me and cherishing those moments. So now I'm back, and I'm getting back into the groove of what I was on before I left, aka being consistent here on my YouTube channel, giving you guys the content you deserve, in the gym, taking care of myself physically, emotionally, mentally. So that's where we have been, and that's where we are now. So yeah, life has been lifing, like since my birthday actually. So I turned 30. It's not concealer. I turned 30 on May 6th. Yes, I am a Taurus. And ever since I turned 30, like literally the day after my birthday, I feel like a clock just like reset mentally. And I was just like, whoa, like what is life? Like I know a lot of people say 30 is the best years of your life. And I do feel that way so far, but it's only 2 months, so who am I to really like, you know, have an opinion? So far, 30 has been great to me. And I just feel like that clock, that reset, opened my eyes to so many different things. And I've been tested in a few ways to confirm like the thoughts that I've been having. And I love that. So, all right, let's start off with a dating update. So you guys know I'm single. I've been single for years now. And I have no shame in being single. I actually love being single, but I'm trying to not be too comfortable with that idea because it's hopefully gonna have to change one day, you know. So I'm comfortable being single, but I don't want to be single forever, so I have to get out of that zone, you know. So update, back in April, at the end of April, I actually started, I don't want to say talking to, okay, so I feel like there's different stages, right? There's entertaining, there's talking, there's dating, and then there's like in a relationship. So feel like I was entertaining someone, right? Yeah, so back in April, end of April, we met and we were entertaining each other, I guess. And honestly, when I first started speaking to them, I was like, ooh, this seems perfect. Like, he is a man of God. He has a job, like a career. He's goal driven. He has so much going on for himself. He's a good looking man. I'm trying to say enough without saying too much, but yeah, I was like, okay, I could see this being something. He doesn't live in Houston, but I already told myself, like, I think I would be fine with the long distance relationship. I've never done long distance before, but I told myself I may be okay with it because I'm the type of girl, and I'm probably saying this because I've been single for so long, so things may change, okay? People are entitled to change their opinions. So if y'all see me come back with a man that lived down the block for me, don't say, girl, you said long distance, okay? I'm entitled to change my opinion. So I was like, I wouldn't be opposed to long distance because I'm the type of girl who I can't have somebody in my face 24/8, right? Like, I need space, I need personal time, I just need my space. So I feel like with long distance relationships, you know, live separately, 2 different cities, 2 different countries, however it goes, and then y'all could visit each other from time to time. Like, I get one weekend a month, you get the next weekend a month. I don't know, whatever the schedule is. I was just like, okay, I could see myself doing something like that. I'm just saying that now, but girl, I don't know how things are gonna be once I start dating again. But either way, we met, everything seemed fine, everything seemed perfect. And then y'all know how stories go. Y'all know how stories go. There's always a plot twist, right? At first, baby, when I tell y'all he was not playing no games, he wasn't playing no game. Every morning, good morning, calling me, asking me how things are going, great conversation, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So this was in May at this point. So my birthday came, he wished me happy birthday. He even gave me a little prayer when he called me. I'm like, okay. Cute little thing, right? So then around the end of May, I noticed a switch in things. Like, you can't be coming with strong energy and then pulling back, okay? Once you give that strong energy, you have to commit. There's no pulling back. So towards the end of May, I noticed that he just wasn't as consistent as he was before. You know, not texting me good morning, not calling, like just not communicating at all. And I forgot where I went. And I noticed, I'm like, I ain't speak to dude in like a week. And I understand, like, conversations go both ways, like the phone works both ways. But once again, once you introduce me to a certain vibe, to a certain energy, I expect you to keep up with it. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. We had a conversation afterwards and we spoke about it, and he basically was just saying, like, girl, up until a day like today, I'm still confused what he was saying. But he was basically just saying, like, he isn't trying to date seriously, but he's the one that, like, kind of approached me. So I was confused. And from the jump, I already said what things were. I already said, I'm trying to get married by tomorrow. I'm trying to get my last name dropped. I'm trying to get my eggs cracked, like X, Y, and Z. So it's like, if I tell you that and you feel like you can't live up to that, tell me that at that moment. Or tell me, oh, I have doubts about this or whatever. Don't make it seem like it's all good and then that's not the type of time you on. You know what I'm saying? So now my battery dying as I'm getting into the tea. Hold on, y'all. Okay, we're back. So if I already tell you all of this and you feel like you can't live up to these standards that I have or these expectations that I have, communicate that, you know? So cool. I'm like, okay, at this point, I don't see any purpose in speaking to him anymore, entertaining him anymore, because our objectives in life right now just don't align. So I'm dating to get married, okay? I'm dating to find my husband, to then have my kids, to have a big, nice, happy family. And that's that. Like, it could all be so simple, it could all be so easy, but these men just be men. Like, So I'm like, okay, cool. And before we had that conversation, I told you I didn't speak to him for a minute. And I was busy too, so it was like, okay, I could have called him, but it's just like, you were coming with the energy that you were doing all of this and then you stopped doing it. So it's just like, I shouldn't have to pick up on your slack. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, whatever. So then, after that, we were still speaking, and now reflecting on it, I don't understand why-ish, like why I was still speaking to him if he already like told me and showed me what I needed to know. But you know, in life we do some things that we look back on like, girl, why did you do that? Like, what was the purpose of that? So yeah, we were still like texting here and there, calling here and there, but then honestly, I'm the type of girl, and this is with anything, like once I stop liking something, it's very hard, nearly impossible to like change my mind about it. So it's like when I start talking to somebody, cool, boom, 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 fanny flutters, butterflies, all of the things. But once you piss me off, or once I'm just not attracted to you anymore, there's nothing you can do to change that. And literally almost everything you do is gonna give me the ick. So can y'all tell I've been watching Love Island too much? But either way, that's how I was at that point. I'm just like, everything he says, I'm just like turned off. Like, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. We never like formally like cut things off. I think he just like caught the drift. I've just been living my life, and it's just been that. I feel like it was an early situation, like it was in early days, so I didn't really need closure from the situation because I already got all the closure that I feel like I needed when we had that conversation, that he basically confirmed he's not on the same type of time that I'm on, you know? I was just like, okay, cool. But for some reason, I kept speaking to the man. So yeah, that basically ended at like the end of June. So yeah, this is the spiciest my dating life has been in I don't know how long. So I hope you guys appreciate this update. It's not what I was expecting to come back and tell y'all, but I had to come back and tell my people, duh. But I was kind of like bummed out about the situation. I'm not even gonna lie, because I thought I was going somewhere. I'm like, oh, I'm in with the job. Like, I never really spoke to you guys about like my old, okay, I've spoken to guys who had a job, but not like a job, like not like a career, like knew their long-term goals. It was kind of just like, okay, I have this to pay my bills right now, but like, I don't really want to do this, you know? Like, he was really like set into his career, and that's something I've never had before. And it came with its pros and its cons, because the pro is, he has a career, like he has a job. I'm looking for him in finance. So he didn't really have time. So that was another thing too, because I feel like my love language is quality time. Like, whether we're spending it together, we're speaking, like and that's not just with romantic relationships, that's with my friendships too. I love just spending quality time with people, and the fact that I wasn't getting that from him, and it was in early days, I'm like, well, okay, being realistic with yourself, Kendra, what is this man about to do when and if y'all get deeper into things, you know? So yeah, that's the update on dating, girl. It's real ghetto out here. I'm really convinced that the dating pool has some urination in it, because the fact that it's been years and this is the only update we have, yeah. But a part of, I don't want to say the problem, but a part of the equation is also me, because I don't really put myself out there. I feel like I just expect God to just present my husband on my front step, and I don't have to do nothing. But girl, you gotta leave the house. So yeah, that's what's going on with my dating life. Quick little update. So moving along, I literally just had this conversation with my friend the other day, and then one of you guys left a comment under one of my videos, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. I feel like in this world of like influencers, personality, celebrities, everybody is like on this wave of like, there's an expectation to alter your body to, I guess, fulfill the goals or meet the goals that you have. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like everybody is just so convinced that they need a BBL, they have to get surgery. And I've never felt that pressure, and it could just be because I'm a strong-minded bitch, or it could just be because I'm not at that point yet. Like, I don't know. But one of you guys commented under one of my videos the other day and was like, oh my God, I love your authenticity so much. Please promise that you would never get a BBL, filler, surgery, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy, because I literally just had this conversation with my friend the other day. So okay, let me just say this for anyone who's new or may not know. I have never got any surgery before. I feel like a lot of people think I got my boobs done, but yeah, I've been blessed with some perfect boobs. Like, I've literally been blessed with the most perfect boobs, and I'm thankful for that. So either way, I do think that I will get surgery. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but just not right now. I don't think that a woman's body fully develops until they have kids. And in case you guys don't know, I don't have any kids yet. So for me to sit here and say, oh, I'm gonna go get a BBL tomorrow, it doesn't make any sense, because our bodies are not fully developed, in my opinion, until we have kids. And also, after you have kids, your body changes, your mind changes. So I'm saying that right now, but it could get to a point where I have kids and my body ends up being and looking even more fire than it is right now. So yeah, but I say all of that to say, I have nothing against surgery. Like, I have nothing against surgery. I have friends that have gotten surgery. I don't have anything against surgery, against the surgery body. But as far as me right now, I don't think I'm at a point where I want to get surgery. And I also feel like there's this like stigma, like once somebody gets their body done, once they get surgery, they change who they are. And while that may be the case in while that may be the case in most instances, I'm saying this right now, but as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, things change, people change. So yeah, but I can't see myself getting surgery and turning into a whole new person. But once again, I've never been put into that situation, so I can't speak on that right now. But when I do have kids, I don't think I would get a BBL, because also, y'all, a BBL is not the only surgery you can get. You know, I think people forget that, because that is, I guess, the most common procedure that people are getting nowadays, or people online are getting nowadays. But I feel like after I have kids, I will be checking more for my breasts, because I told you guys I've been blessed with the most perfect boobs. Thank you, God. But I think that I will more so get like a breast lift. I wouldn't get like a breast augmentation. I would just get a lift, okay? And I will probably, if I don't get hips or my kids don't make me spread a little bit, I'll probably do something to give me a little bit of a hipation, because that's the one thing I've always been insecure about, the fact that I don't really have hips. I feel like I have a little booty, but the booty isn't really like prominent because I don't have hips, right? So I will probably get some type of whatever to give me hips. That's the only, and I'm just saying this as of right now, but that is the only situation I could see myself putting myself through. I love my life too much to be risking it over a surgery that I may not even need, because I still haven't had kids and my body still isn't fully developed. You know what I'm saying? So yes, to answer your questions, to answer what y'all have been saying and commenting, I don't plan on getting a BBL. I do plan on getting surgery after I have kids, but not a BBL. So yeah, that's that. Next up is home ownership. So in September, basically in a month and a half, which is scary to think about that September is so close, I will be celebrating 2 years of home ownership. I closed on my house September 15th, 2022. And yeah, having a home has changed me so much as a person. I feel like it has forced me to mature in ways that I didn't even know that I needed to mature in. And I'm just so happy that everything happened the way it did. I'm happy everything happened when it did, because I was supposed to close on my house on August 5th, and the date kept getting pushed back, and I was sad about it at first, because I had everything organized. I did my farewells and everything, and like a few days before that August 5th date, they were like, oh, we have to push back your closing date because my cabinet doors and the counter for my island were like not in stock or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, everything happens how it's supposed to happen. I'm not pressed about it. I was still a little sad about it, but whatever, there was nothing I could really do. So yeah, September 15th, I'll be celebrating 2 years as your homeowner. And these 2 years have been a lot. If you guys watch my weekly vlogs, if you guys don't, I recommend y'all do, because we be getting litty over there every Sunday. at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I share with you guys when I go through my ups, when I go through my downs. I shared everything with you guys as far as like tips of purchasing your first home. I purchased my first home in my 20s and I moved across the country by myself. Crazy to think about it. I feel like home ownership has changed me so much because there's so many things I just have to figure out. Like, there are people I can ask, like I have family members and friends who have homes, but I try to figure things out on my own, and that's something that I have been doing for a while. I feel like since I started my professional, even before that, when I was in college, I would just allow myself to try to figure things out on my own before I went ahead and started like asking people, because I just feel like I get a better reward from that. It's probably a personal thing. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I prefer to just figure things out on my own versus ask people. And then when it gets to a point where it's like, okay, you're not gonna figure it out, you need help, that's when I go ahead and ask for help. So it's not a matter of I have like an issue asking people for help. It's just I don't prefer to if I don't need to. Home ownership has been a freaking roller coaster, but honestly, truly, I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, I love my house. Costa Kensthetic, love her down. I feel like it's the perfect size for my first home, and that's what I was scared about at first, because most of the homes that I was looking at, I felt like it was too big for me. It's just me. I have a 3-bed, 2-bath, and I wanted something where I wouldn't be scared staying there alone, because I do live on my own, but I also wanted a space that was a good size where when I have guests, I can have space for guests as well, you know? So this house is perfect for my first house. It's not my dream house, but it is my first house. So I love it. I feel like home ownership, there's always something to pay for. In life, in adulthood, I feel like there's always something to pay for. There's always some expense knocking at your door, like, hey sis, don't forget you gotta pay this. Hey sis, don't forget that you owe us some money on. Like, there is literally always something that you are financially responsible for. I will say that. So if you are in a stage of thinking about purchasing a home, if you are in the process of looking at homes, purchasing a home, I would just say to, first of all, I did a video sharing tips about home ownership, so I would recommend going to watch that video. And also I'm gonna do a 2-year update on home ownership in September, so that'll be up on my YouTube channel. So I will share like all tips and things that I've learned in my first 2 years of home ownership with you guys, so that y'all have that tea, so y'all can take my L's and turn them into W's, okay? So that'll be up on my channel soon. But to just summarize it, home ownership has been great. You guys know I live in Houston, Texas. I don't know if I mentioned that already in this video, but we got affected by Hurricane Beryl a few weeks ago, and it wasn't even a few weeks ago, it was literally last week. I wasn't here because I told you guys I was in Chicago, and then I went to London, and then I went to New York. So I wasn't here for the hurricane, which I was happy about because my home did lose power, and my fence around my backyard is a little messed up, so I do have to get that fixed. But other than that, my home is okay. So many of you guys hit me up asking, girl, how is your house, how is everything? And that's an update. Everything is okay besides my fence, which is to me an easy fix compared to the damage that I saw so many people experience on their houses. So I'm very grateful for that. So that's home ownership and adulthood, y'all. I think first I want to speak about friends. We're going to speak about friendships real quick. Real freaking quick, okay? Because I told y'all, I feel like when I turned 30, there was just a clock that reset. It just said, girl, you turned 30. This is 30. I'm dead ass 30. And so many things that I have been thinking have just been confirmed, whether it be through a test, whether it be through an experience. Like, I have just been receiving so much clarity on thoughts that I have had, and I'm thankful for that. With that, I feel like I realized that people who I thought were my friends really aren't my friends, or people who I considered friends before. I don't know if it's a matter of my definition of a friend changing, or people changing, or things changing, or things being exposed, but ever since I turned 30, I realized, like, girl, this person ain't your friend. That person ain't your friend. what you really doing? What are you really doing? Because I'm also at a point now where it's like, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't warrant any of my energy. It doesn't warrant any of my time. I'm not wasting my time and my energy trying to make things work, forcing things to work, trying to figure out how to do X, Y, and Z, how to be friends with this person, how to... Spare me. Spare me. So with that being said, ever since I've entered my 30th year of life, I've realized, like, some people who I thought were my friends, fortunately, unfortunately, they're not my friends. Like, and that is absolutely okay. I'd rather realize that and understand that now rather than later on, where it gets to a point where it's a major situation or a major blow up and it's like, damn, that really wasn't your friend, you know? I'd rather realize it in calm settings and something that's not like too explosive, you know? Because when things explode, baby. Yeah, I realized some people aren't my friends, and honestly, I don't, once again, another situation, I don't know if this is a me thing, but I don't feel like I needed closure from those situations. I feel like the closure was when you proved to me, when you did what you did to show me that you wasn't my friend. I don't need closure. Like, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna agree to disagree, and that's gonna be that. Because I also feel like once we enter adult life, people are who they are. You can't change people. You can't tell people how they should be. You can't tell people how they should act. Like, people are gonna do what they want to do, and that's dumb, you know? So I just feel like there's no point in us having a conversation if, one, I know we're gonna agree to disagree, and two, you're not gonna change your ways. You're not gonna change who you are, how you are as a person. So it's just like, what's the point, you know? Let me finish my browser real quick. I'll be back. Okay, browser on. Once you show me that you're not my friend, there's nothing for us to further discuss. That's just how I feel. If it's like a friend I've had for my life, okay, cool. We have hiccups in our relationships all the time. My friends who I've been with for years, we're not going nowhere, okay? Or this lesson is more for the people that I have recently became friends with, or like became friends with in my adult life. So I say all of that to say that with that, I have also been able to nurture more of my adult friendships as well, because the same way that people show you that they're not your friends, there are also people who show you that they are your friends, and I really appreciate those people. I feel like a common topic, especially when it becomes like adulthood or post-grad, is like, how do you make friends in your adult life? And I feel like I still haven't figured it out. Like, everyone who I became friends with in my adult life, it just happened naturally. It's not like I've joined Bumble to find friendships, or I have like been going to certain events to make friends. Like, it just happens naturally. Like, whether we're in the same line of work, or we go to the same places, or we meet through mutual friends, that is basically how I have met most of my adult friends. So I've never used like an app or a group or whatever to make friends, but there are so many different ways to make friends in your adult life, especially now that, you know, we are in life post-pandemic, things are open again. So whether it's like you joining a book club, or you going to a gym, or you going to fitness classes, I feel like there's so many different ways to make friends in your adult life. And it's funny because I feel like I've never heard like our parents or our aunties talking about how do you make friends. But when I do go to my yoga classes, majority of the people who attend the class are women of a particular age, and men of a particular age as well. It's not just women. And they'll come to the class and they'll like make friends with people in the class. And I always look at it and I think like, oh, that's so cute. Like, look at them making friends at their, like, you know, age. And even like for my mom, I was speaking to my mom about it, because my mom doesn't really have like friends, and she's okay with that. My mom comes from a big family, and I feel like in her culture growing up, it wasn't really about friends. It was more about like family, if that makes sense. Like, your family was your friends. So ever since she came to America, she's been working so hard to provide for our family. She's never like really had any experiences as far as like traveling, X, Y, and Z. Like, when we take her on trips, that is like, this is her travel era, okay? This is her grown woman era. This is her fun era. I love it for her so much, and I'm so happy that I am blessed enough to be able to provide these experiences for her. But when we were in Carousel, we were at the beach one day, and whoa. And she started speaking to this lady, and come to find out, The lady was from, well, she lives in New Jersey, and my mom, you know, my family lives in New York. And I was like joking with her, joking, but like not really. Y'all know there's truth in every joke. So I'm like, I was like, not you making a little friend. And I think it made her think like, oh, maybe I did just make a friend out of this lady, you know? But my mom has never been the type to have friends or know how to make friends, which is fine. So the same way our parents teach us stuff is the same way we, I think, are responsible of teaching our parents things. So I told her kind of like, you should get her number so that you guys can stay in contact. And when she asked, the lady was like super excited. It was like she was waiting for my mom to ask for them to exchange contact info. So they did exchange information, and they have been in contact up until a day like today. So it's just crazy that we speak about this like as, what are we, millennials? And people who are older than us also have the same struggles or probably face the same challenges, but we don't see it because, one, I feel like they don't speak about it as much. Like, we're way more vocal than I feel like they are. And yeah, so my friendship circle is pretty small when I look at it, but it's so conducive. It's so efficient. Like, I love it. I love my friends. I'm blessed to have the friends that I have. My camera's overheating, so I'll be right back. I put my lashes on, but they were backwards, so they are re-drying. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna do my lippy. So I'm using my new Fenty Beauty lip liner, the traced out Fenty lip liner in the shade Extra Thigh. First time using her. I feel like it may be a little too light for my liking. It's a little lighter than what I'm used to. I'm gonna bring in Cafe Tuba from Amicole to add a little dimension. Yeah, y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is what I was expecting from that shade, but I think I'm gonna have to go up a notch in the Fenty lip liner. These lashes are my absolute fave. These are Iconic Light from House of Lashes. These are available at Target. As I mentioned, I'll have everything linked down below. But yeah. So to be honest with you guys, I have not met with my therapist in months. Partially it is because she would give me like assignments to do, and I still don't feel like I have completed those assignments. So a part of me feels like I'm running away from meeting with her because I know I'm not doing what I should be doing or what we spoke about that I should be doing or I wanted to do. And then another part of it, hold on. I finished getting ready so that I could finish chat to you guys and then just leave straight away. But yeah, I don't know if it's a matter of me trying to run away from the fact that I'm not doing what I know I should be doing, or me just taking my time to do things because things just aren't going as I guess I planned. But yeah, I haven't been to therapy in months. I do plan on picking things back up probably in like early fall. I just want to finish my summer and give summer a fair shot without feeling like too pressured for anything to come from it, if that makes sense. So that's where I'm at right now when it comes to therapy. And I do want to do a separate chit chat video, so let me know down below in the comments what questions you guys have as far as like Black girls in therapy. I want to do a chit chat video about that because so many people have hit me up and were like, how did you find your therapist, or you know, tips on just starting therapy as a black girl, as a black woman. So let me know what comments you guys have down below and I will be sure to address them in my video. I think that's about it. So just to summarize, dating has just been I don't plan on getting any surgery anytime soon. I don't have anything against surgery. I will be who I am no matter what I change about my body physically. My heart will always remain the same. That's one thing I know about myself, and I hope you guys can receive that from my energy. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, y'all already know, okay? Your girl moved all the way across the country and she is the same exact person, okay? Your girl has been on YouTube for, how long have I been on YouTube? Since 2018. Damn, we coming up on 6 years next month, y'all. And I'm still the same person, so I don't think that I will ever change no matter what I alter about my life, no matter what changes about my life. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is that I have been in my church, okay? I've joined my church. I've been going to church. I have been continuing along my faith journey, and I feel like at this point my faith is currently at the highest point that it's been in my adult life, and I'm really happy about that because that's something that I don't know if I was like running away from starting. I just do this thing where it's like, if I feel like something is gonna be hard, something's gonna be difficult, I know I'm gonna hit obstacles, I kind of just like avoid doing it because I want to avoid those obstacles, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's a natural human reaction. It's like if we know that there's danger somewhere, we're just gonna avoid it, you know? If we know that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be danger, I feel like if we just know that it's gonna cause us to be challenged, we kind of just avoid it. And I'm trying to get out of that habit and actually like choose things that I know is going to challenge me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I'm at that point of my life now and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, I will be back on YouTube with my normal uploads going forward. You guys are gonna see this video on Tuesday, July the 23rd. I have a huge, when I say huge collective haul coming for y'all, I have a huge collective haul coming for y'all. On that note too, I feel like since I have turned 30, my style has changed a good amount, and I'm still trying to figure out like what my style currently is. So I'm just in that phase, and I just felt like in order to discover more about that, I feel like I just needed to shop. I don't know if that's an excuse, I don't know if that's a cop-out or if that's just the truth. Like I actually needed to change the things I had in my wardrobe to actually give the looks that I want to give, you know? So that is what's going on with clothing and just my appearance overall. You guys know I've had these braids in kind of like since my birthday. I took them off for a quick little while, but then I put them back in. I love this style on me so much. I feel like this style was created for me and myself only, okay? So I have been rocking this style. I absolutely love it, and I plan to wear it for the rest of the summer. That is basically it for this life update. My camera is overheating once again, aka girl, you are chatting way too much. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this put into perspective what I've been going through, where I've been, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not changing anything, and I really hope that you guys are tuning into my videos. You guys are loving my channel, the content I'm putting out, and the version of myself I'm becoming and sharing with you guys. So please be patient with me as I transition during this phase of my life. I will be sure to share as much with you guys as I can, and I'm really excited about what's to come. So if you guys are not already, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about anything that I addressed in today's video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one.